Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Yeah, hello, ma'am. Hi, good morning. How are you? How are you doing?
I'm doing excellent. You tell me, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm absolutely fine. Thanks for asking. So let
Mhm.
me know, how is the weather treating you there? Because it's bone chilling cold these days.
No,
Yeah.
during days it's fine. The weather has been treating us very kindly, I must say. Like there is a sun outside, intense sunlight, so it's quite warm. And these days it's not
Mhm.
that cold here. Like weather is very,
Okay.
very volatile here.
But what about the evening time or in the morning time? But it was like it is so
Like
cold.
these days in evening also, it's not that cold. It's quite bearable. We are not using
Okay.
heater these days.
Okay, let me introduce myself. Sorry for.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, as you know that my name is Sushma and I'm a housewife and I belong to like Delhi. And if I talk about my qualifications, so I have done my like graduation from arts, and I'm blessed with two kids. They both are grown up now, right now. So now I have time to improve my communication skills. So that's why I'm using this kind of application and some like I have some groups too. So with them, I do practice and try to improve myself. Yeah,
You will
that's
definitely
all about
improve
myself.
because you have started. So you just started working upon your communication skills?
No, it's been like 2 years, but in between that, I have left my practice like for 3 to 4 months. So then I thought, okay, because when we don't do practice or we are not consistent with that, so we can decrease our like fluency, right?
Right. You have experienced it yourself because you took a break for around 3 to 4 months and then it takes a toll on your fluency.
Yeah,
You've experienced. Okay, so you're
that's true.
from Delhi.
Yes, I am from Delhi, and I born and brought up from Delhi in Delhi. So,
Hmm.
and I also got married in Delhi.
Okay,
Yes.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So, how is Delhi these days? The weather?
Yeah, now if I talk about the daytime, so it's quite good because nowadays I feel that totally sunny day. But in
Hmm.
the evening time or morning time, I feel cold.
Okay, in the
But
morning
it's
and
not
evening.
like earlier. But in
Hmm.
starting time is starting the January that was like freezing cold here,
Hmm. Right.
like bone
I
chilling
think
cold we can say. Yeah.
I think summers are going to be very hard on Delhi Heights.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why most of the in summer days or summer vacation, we prefer to go the hill station.
Okay.
Right.
Have you ever been to our
Uh,
place, Uttarakhand?
yes, many times.
Really?
Like most of the time, I like Uttarakhand. I
Okay.
we prefer to go there only because that is hilly area. Uttarakhand and Himachal,
Hmm.
both places. Yeah.
That's great. So, what captivated you this much that you keep on coming to our places like Uttarakhand and hilly areas?
Because we want to go outside a whole year we don't go anywhere, so in like this season, so with my family it is good to go in hilly area, right? So
Mm-hmm.
because we feel cool there and we little bit get out from this kind of summer or hot season.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right. You need a
sometime,
little break. You need a little break. And
yeah.
I was also living in Dehradun before I shifted here. There also it was scorching hot in the month of April,
Yes,
May. And even when we were
exactly.
taking a shower, instantly after that, we were like sweating like anything. This
Hmm.
hotness, it's
Yeah,
very
in
hot
fact,
there.
last December, we went
Mhm.
there, like Dehradun. So it was like Delhi. Like I can see that it is more than hotter than Delhi,
Oh,
right?
yes. Yes,
Yeah,
I can
Delhi.
agree to that. I can definitely agree to that because Dehradun is slowly becoming like Delhi only because of the
Like
crowd
Delhi.
and
Crowd,
people are
yeah, right.
mostly shifting to Dehradun. It is near to metro
Exactly.
cities and metro cities is
Hmm.
actually overcrowded. That is why people are shifting to small cities like Dehradun, Haldwani. So now
Yeah,
those cities
exactly.
are also becoming like Delhi only, metro cities only.
Like Delhi,
So
yeah,
that is why.
I felt that over it there. Like there
Ah.
are lots of crowd and there are lots of vehicles on the road, and they'll chaos is like around like beside the road. There are lots of chaos,
Mhm.
and like Delhi, yeah, I feel that I am in
Mm.
Delhi.
Right. So,
That place.
one thing that I like about Delhi is that we get to know many people from different backgrounds, different. states, but the worst part I would say is getting stuck in a traffic jam for about 45 minutes and 2 hours sometimes.
Exactly.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it's like you, if you come here, so that time it's prefer to go like by the train, by the metro, sorry, by the metro. It
Metros are
is good,
also
like,
completely filled by people,
well,
completely
yeah.
crowded. You can't even step into metro. Okay, so you tell me what's the best thing you like about Delhi?
I like lots of things in Delhi. Like if we talk about the market, so there are lots of market here, like Chandni Chowk market. So I like that visit there. If I have any like a wedding, so if I have to go any wedding, so that time I prefer to go there for purchasing that things. And if we talk about the spiritual place, so with like in spiritual place, I would like to go with the like there is a temple like Lotus Temple. Have you heard about that?
Yes, yes, I've been there.
Yeah, okay. So I like that temple most because it
Mhm.
you can get over there like pin drop silent and you can
Right.
sit inside that or so it's I like that. I like two time I went there.
Hmm.
So but if you talk about my favorite place, so this is my favorite place.
Lotus
Or
Temple.
like yeah,
I think phones are also not allowed in there, right?
exactly. But
Or you
I
have to
have
keep
been
your
there
phone
like
on silent mode.
many years ago, but not
Mm.
now. So, but I don't know right now. Yeah, you have to submit your phone, I think,
Mhm.
or silent mode,
I
or
also
on
don't
silent
remember.
mode. Yeah.
Right. Because I've been there long ago when my father was posted in Delhi. So that time we went
Oh,
there. Since then, I've never visited Delhi, but we are planning to visit Delhi this year, maybe in the month of
okay.
March, I guess. Let's see. Because
Okay.
I
So
want
for
my
what? For
kids, I
visiting
want to
place
explore
or visit?
places with my
Okay.
kids. So
Okay.
that is why. After having
Good.
kids, it's everything, everything revolves
Yeah, it
around kids
depends.
only.
Yeah.
Right. So even when we don't have time to go out, we don't have time to travel, but still for our kids, for them to explore places, we have to, accompany them.
Accompany them. Yeah, right. Exactly. Doesn't matter that children are small or like grown up. So they always bother us because my children are now grown up, but still they also make me like trouble sometimes. Like
But
trouble me.
when they are away from us, we still miss them, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
How
right,
old are
right.
your kids?
Yeah, they are grown up now. They are searching their jobs.
Okay, they're searching for a job
Yeah,
these
so
days.
yeah, they have done their education.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you also have started working upon your communication skills. So what are your plans? Are you also going to search for some jobs?
No, I don't have. Sorry, I don't have any plan right now. But now, like English is, very important for everywhere. So, like I had faced lots of problem regarding this English or communication because when I used to go to my children's parents meeting, so that time, like all the teachers started asking the question in English. So I was totally unaware how to speak or how to answer that, how to reply that. So then I didn't go to the school without my husband because he always like reply them like I was totally like fed up about that and I felt very embarrassing over there but I didn't get time to like learn this language because there like this scenario there are lots of platform to learn this language but that time there was no anyone or any platform like this so that's why then I was searching like how can I learn this language but I didn't get so I
Mm-hmm.
have also enrolled myself like in an institute. So, but that was too very embarrassing for me because while sitting with the children, it is very difficult to learn anything. Or they only focusing on the grammar. They were only focusing on the grammar. But they said, okay, first of all, you have to improve your grammar first, and then you can start the speaking but nowadays, if we go in any institute, so they say, okay, only 30% or 20% grammar is enough. Then you can start this speaking. But
Mm-hmm.
not that kind of environment I didn't get. So,
Mm-hmm.
but now I am blessed. because
Mhm.
I have that kind of environment, and people like you, and I have also one group. So in with them, I am trying to improve. Yeah, let's see.
Right,
So,
right.
but I
Yes.
don't have any perfect any particular plan to learn this language. But it's my passion, you can say.
Mhm.
I am
That's
very
great.
passionate to learn this language, so that's
That's
why.
hmm. This passion only attracts some opportunities, I must say. It will attract some opportunities in future for you, and you might get interested also. Earlier, people used to teach grammar first, and so that is a traditional way of teaching. So we are now into
Yes,
more into
exactly.
speaking, and people have realized that when we focus on grammar much, then we can't speak. We will always be conscious of grammar, right? And we get
Yeah.
stuck while speaking. So that is why these days trainers are also putting
Hmm.
emphasis on speaking only from the very first day. And while speaking only, they'll teach you grammar, sentence structures, and all that. They'll keep on correcting you on these parts. But I would like to know your thoughts about people are very, conscious about making mistakes. So you have
Hmm.
been in this journey for quite some time now. So what
Yeah.
would be your suggestions for them, those who are very hesitant to speak because they feel that we are making a lot many mistakes while speaking? So what would you like to suggest them?
Yeah, I had also faced this kind of problem, so that's why. So I can suggest the people. Doesn't matter you are making a mistake. If you don't do mistakes, so how can you learn? So we should be totally free to make mistakes. Okay, doesn't think about the mistake like some people say. Okay, if I make mistake in front of the people, so what they think about me? So that type of hesitation I had also in like
Mhm.
initially. So but I improved, and then for using like practicing with someone, so you can easily remove your this kind of hesitation or making mistakes. So while like practice is must, doesn't matter you are speaking like wrong or right, or you are
Mhm.
making the mistakes or not. But you when you speak, so gradually you can remove that type of like hesitation or making mistakes. If you don't make mistakes, so how can we learn? No, we can't learn without making mistakes, because mistakes is compulsory. When we realize, okay, we are making any type of mistake here, so we can thoroughly work on that. So like watching that kind of videos, like you are guys doing a great thing here, because of you, there are lots of learners are like completed their speaking part, or they are getting improved, right? So but I'm very I'm very like how can you say okay, I'm very
You've ex-
confused what to say, because
I
it's been
think
long
you've
time I
explained it
am
very well. You've explained it
yeah.
very well, and you've mentioned all the important points that we should look for while speaking. That mistakes are inevitable. If you'll not no, if you'll not make mistake, how will you get to
Yeah,
know where you need to improve?
exactly.
So you've explained it very well, I must say. So yes, that is important. I tell
Exactly.
you, these days I'm watching native speakers vlog, and I get to see many
Mm.
mistakes in their vlogs. They are not at all conscious about it, but we Indians are very conscious. We want to be perfect first and then only will speak. But if you'll watch their
Yeah,
vlog,
exactly.
they are making many mistakes. They're using many filler words like, and these long pauses. This
Yes,
is so natural,
exactly.
but it's just that we are very conscious. So when you'll accept
Mm-hmm.
this reality that it is okay to make mistakes, it is okay to take long pauses and making sounds in between, like it's all okay. We
All
do
okay.
all these kind of things in our native language also. So when when you'll
Mm.
accept the reality, it would be very easy for you to learn the language, accept your mistakes, and work upon it, right? So
Exactly.
they
Yeah, right.
need that
Right.
kind of exposure where people are actually making mistakes and they are feeling confident about it. But when
Mm.
they see, perfect speakers like Shashi Tharoor and all, then they get really
Mm.
intimidated and hesitant. Then how
Yeah.
can we speak like him? And when will we, able to speak like him? So that is why they feel little hesitant. This is one of the reasons, right?
Yeah, right.
Better
Right.
to look for people who are actually very confident, making mistakes, and get some inspiration from them. right? This will
Exactly.
keep
We
going.
don't feel like negative over there, like if we do mistake, if we make mistakes. So, what the other person is saying about
Right,
me,
right,
right?
right, right.
Yeah.
These days people are very aware of all these things, that we need not to look for people's validation and what do they think about us. Even if they are mocking at us, that's totally fine. You just have to focus on your
Hmm.
goal and work upon yourself, right? So people are very aware
Right.
about
Right.
these things. Any channel
Exactly.
that you've been following these days to work upon your communication skills, or anything that
No,
you
I
keep on?
just follow this kind of like channel, like you like conversational video. I most of the time watch and listen these kind of videos because that videos, those videos like it like help me to improve my communication skills. So now if I stumble upon any type of new words or any vocabulary, so I jot it down in my notebook and then try to speak and try to inculcate in my like conversation. So though I know, like acquainted lots of word like bombastic word or concrete word, but still I am facing this kind of problem to incorporate that kind of word in my conversation. So,
Mm-hmm.
but while watching this kind of videos, so I got to know that how can in this context we can use this word or
Mm-hmm.
we can get the idea and different ideas I can get from those kinds videos. So that's why I follow the like conversational videos only. And sometime I watch podcast and some like tutors video like English Yaris, Gopal Nandanan
Mm-hmm.
sir's video. I don't know the exact name. Yeah, so he is like he is a good tutor.
Mm-hmm.
So I follow him too.
Right. His name is Nand
English Yari,
Gopal, I
yeah.
guess.
Nand Gopalan sir, yeah.
Ah, right, right. You're on the very right path, I must say, because you're jotting down whatever you're coming across, new words, and then
Hmm.
researching about it, trying to incorporate all that into your speaking. This is the only way in which we can
This is the only
incorporate
way, yeah.
something we are learning, right? You have to
Exactly,
consciously
exactly.
use it, right? Make a list
Hmm.
of few
Yeah,
words, learn few words, and try to use it consciously in your speaking, right? When
exactly.
you are practicing with your co-learners, you have enough time because they are also
Enough time.
learning. You are also a learner, so they'll provide you that
Yeah,
time. So you can use it there.
exactly.
Mm,
This is the
right.
only way when we use that word like deliberately. So that time, that time, that time we are habitual to use this kind of words or concrete word,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if we
Right.
do practice daily basis, in fact, we have to make sentence deliberately related to
Yes,
that
yes.
word.
Yes, we
So
have to put some
that time
efforts.
we can, yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
we can habitual to use that type of words in our conversation, right?
Great, great
Yeah.
job on that. And one thing I would like to tell you, that people, see others as very perfect and very good at speaking, but at times we also get stuck while making sentences, because English, or
Hmm.
any language for that matter, is a very vast area. So you can't learn each and everything at once, right? So there are many things
Exactly.
that are left untouched, so we get
Hmm.
stuck at times. So that time, let's suppose I want to explain my situation right now, and in any part of it I am getting stuck, so I'll search about it. So I use ChatGPT for that. ChatGPT is
Hmm.
very handy tool for me, so I
Very.
use ChatGPT then and there, and for that particular Hindi sentence or whatever situation I'm into, I get English version of it from ChatGPT, and then I try
Hmm.
speaking it, and I try to make more sentences out of the same sentence structure, or like that. So you should be that inquisitive or that curious enough to know more and more, to learn more and more, and then only you can excel at this language. But if you're fine, comfortable in your
Exactly.
own zone, you can't improve, right?
Accountable. Yeah. Right. Right.
Mhm.
We have
Oh,
to work hard. We have to like we have to burn midnight oil. Then we can learn. Then we can definitely learn
my
this.
god.
Yeah.
You've learned a lot.
Yeah, but it is very difficult. It is very like arduous task to use that words and that type of idiom in our conversation. I'm little like I fumble a lot in this video. Oh my God, it's been like after a long time I am uh, adding this kind of video. So that's why.
Mhm.
But earlier, like 6 to 7 months ago, I had 4 to 5 videos with like Sunil and that is that were also YouTuber. Now
Mhm.
they now that there are some YouTubers, they are like talk of the town on the YouTube channel, right? So like Sunil sir and Verma, like what the name is Rajni
Rajni
Verma. Yeah,
Verma.
Rajni
Mm.
Verma. I had 2 sessions with her too, and there are lots of like 5 to 6 videos are mine.
Mm.
That now I fumble a lot. Oh my god.
Because of the break in
Yeah.
between. Mm.
Yes, exactly.
But it's totally
But
okay to fumble. I also fumble sometimes. That's totally natural.
mm,
Right? And I'm so
yeah.
impressed that how gracefully you're using all the words, all the new words in your conversation, but still you're saying that I'm not able to use it, but you are literally using it and in a very graceful manner,
Yeah.
I must say. And there are few words that I can also relate with because I also use all these words in my conversation as well.
Mm, yeah, right.
Good
First of
job
all,
on that.
we have to do deliberately, then we can easily habitual to use that kind of words. It
Right,
is
right.
okay, yeah. When we do practice with anyone, we can easily learn that. But practice should be there, right?
Mm,
Consistency should be there.
right, right, right.
Otherwise, yeah, we can fumble and we can have like this kind of hesitation to speak in front of the YouTubers or on video call. It
Right.
happens, yeah.
Yes, if you're
Now I
not
am feeling
practicing.
that after, yeah, now I
Mm,
am feeling if we had a gap, so it is not good for your fluency or for your work.
yes,
Any
yes.
type of work doesn't matter. You are learning any language, but it depends on anything. Whatever you learn,
Yes,
it
any
can be
skill.
anything. Yeah, any
Any
skill.
skill.
So you can, if you have a break, so you can definitely decrease in that
Mm.
fluency or any other
Whatever
thing.
little
Yeah,
you're doing, just do it consistently, and then only
consistency.
you can
Yeah.
expect results. Otherwise, don't expect anything.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So, do you have
Yeah.
any
So,
questions for me?
yes, I have one question. If we want to learn any skill, so which type of things we have to remember, or which type of technique or strategy we should use in that and top, which things we have to remember to learn anything. It can be language or it can be anything.
Mm-hmm. If I talk in general about skills, then the first thing is your mindset. That your mindset should be clear, your thoughts should be clear, whatever you want to learn, like any particular skill. You can work on one skill at a time if you want to be best at it or if you want to be perfect at it, right? So that mindset first,
Mm,
that yes, I want to do this and I have to move in that particular direction to achieve that particular skill. So, mindset and then discipline, because working on any particular skill you need to have your discipline first. It's just not that you can picking few things from here, few things from there. So this will not
mm,
happen like that way. So you have to be very disciplined. You have to set your timetable or your routine to work on that particular skill. Like I'll be waking up early in the morning, and then let's
mm,
suppose you are trying to gain reading skills, right? So you'll say, I'll
mm,
wake up early in the morning from 5 to 6, I'll be reading 5 pages every day. So you have to stick to that routine. So you should be disciplined enough. And the time you're giving to the skill, let's suppose you're giving 1 hour in a day. So you have to be consistent in that. So whatever time
mm,
you're giving, just do it on everyday basis. You have to be regular in it. And I think these are few things that would help you achieve any skills, like basic things, right? And then
mm,
like down the line, if you want to improve on these skills, then you can go for certifications, some mentors who can guide you on this particular path. And then like, you can look for opportunities as well. You can monetize your skills. So there are many ways, but few basic requirements are your discipline, your mindset, and consistency.
mm.
If I'm missing anything, you can
Yeah.
please add on.
No, no, you are you perfectly tell about everything, and you added all the points. There is no any other points to add that. But yeah, you are right that first of all we have to think which type of skill or in which you are interested. So you have
Mhm.
to think if you want to improve in that skill. So you have to consistent and you have to search a lot about that things.
Mhm.
right?
Right.
And you have to like one more thing, like you have to divide that skills into small skills. Like if you want to read any type of like book, so you will consistent and you think about that, or
Mhm.
like what should you do, what you can do for that. So
Right.
yeah, small thing we have to divide that in a small thing,
Mm.
because we are learning English. It is a like big skill. So we have
Mhm.
to think about the reading and speaking and listening too, because listening is plays a pivotal role in that, right?
Right. Right.
Listening. You if you are a good listener, you will be a good speaker too, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, it's okay. So let
Mm.
me know, like, okay, one more question I want to ask. Like, some people say, okay, for improving your English or this skill, so you will have to make a habit of reading. So, do you think that like reading is very important in that? Without reading, if suppose someone doesn't have that reading skill, so
Mhm.
can't they improve? So I
I would
want to know
say
it on
yes,
your.
that's a very nice question. And this is something that is, poking everyone whether I should go for reading or not, right? But
Yeah.
I would suggest beginners to definitely go for reading because they are new to this language. So they need more and more exposure to this language, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you are already listening to podcasts, watching movies and videos, which has English content. But if you could go for reading, reading is a gateway to different perspective. Like authors are writing their own perspective, right? And the languages that they use or the English that they use in that books for beginners that are quite simplified, and you get to know about spellings as well, because sometimes we struggle with that pronunciation, but if you know the spelling, you can just think of that spelling in your mind and pronounce the word correctly, right? So this
Mm-hmm.
is also something you get from reading only, the correct pronunciation, right? But sometimes for beginners, they struggle with right pronunciation when they are reading because they are not aware
Mm-hmm.
of the correct pronunciation. For that, listening is required. So I would say they need to touch every aspect of English language, like LSRW, right? They have to touch every aspect of it so that they could know that how to pronounce it correctly, where to, keep small pauses, short pauses, and long pauses, full stop, right? So this is
Mm-hmm.
how they have to do. So definitely they should go for reading, beginners, and go for simple books like those which has simple English language, like Sudha Murthy's book or children's book, or they can
Mm-hmm.
simply get few articles from internet as well, like short stories, Panchtantra stories, and then
Mm-hmm.
stories from Champak, Akbar, Birbal. So these are
Yeah.
simple stories with morals, lessons, and with simple like 10 to 15 minutes of reading, they can get many things out of it, many sentence
Mm-hmm.
structures, lessons as well, and then pronunciation, new words, and everything. What I do, like at this level, I would say I'm at an intermediate level. What I do, I'm not very much into books because reading is not my forte, but I sometimes read articles. I'm very much interested into reading articles. But sometimes it happens that you don't get correct English in articles, right? But if
Yeah.
you want to go for correct English, you have to rely on books only, right? What
Mm-hmm.
I do, because
Right.
I'm aware that this English is correct and this is not correct, so I can find mistakes,
Yeah.
and that is fine for me at this level.
Right.
So I go for articles. If there is something on my mind, let's suppose I want to know more about fast pace and slow pace life, so I go for articles. I read articles of many people, like whatever is available on internet. So I go through many articles and then I set my perspective, right? Because I have to talk on this particular topic, so I gain more and more ideas about it so that I could also frame my own perspective. So this at this place, it's fine to go for articles, but for beginners, books can be very beneficial.
Yeah.
I hope I'm clear.
Yes, yes, you are very clear, and you gave this answer in a captivating way, right? But I am also facing this kind of problem. You can say this is my gray area. I am not able to making this type of habit. So, like, whenever I read anything, so that time after few minutes I get bored. So
Hmm.
most of the people suggested me like you should build a habit like for reading a book. but I
Mhm.
am unable to make that. So, like, what should I do? Can you suggest
Mhm.
me?
Yes, I would suggest you to go by your mood. If you are in a mood of reading something comical, then simply search ChatGPT for a comical story or maybe an article, or you can simply go to Google and just search, like, give me some comical stories to read. So it will provide you, and you read that. So you will be able to relate to it also, and you'll find it interesting because you are already in a mood of, reading something funny and
Hmm.
comical. So that would help, and you'll not waste your time in something that is not of
Yeah,
your
right.
interest.
Because I try to make that habit, but I am unable till now.
And this is definitely
That's
going to
why.
work.
Yeah, like I know that there are lots of advantages by
Mhm.
reading anything because our mouth muscles is also working that time. So, but yeah, okay, I'll try to go
And there is
that.
this another thing, whenever you watch any video and you find it very interesting, after watching
Mm.
that video, just mute the volume and read the subtitles.
Read this.
That
Yes,
is
I
also
do that.
reading.
Yeah,
That
like
is also.
shadowing technique. I follow that shadowing
Hmm.
technique most of the
Right.
time. Follow that video. So
So you
yeah,
can be very
exactly.
flexible. You can be very flexible in this learning process. Whatever you like,
Mm.
just do it. But those who are starting their journey, they have to be very disciplined because they need to develop that interest, that curiosity.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that is why it is very important to be disciplined.